Everybody, it's your girl Andrea Mandavi, and here I am back for another video. So it's been a little bit, but I'm back now. Took me a break, but I'm back now. A little bit, just kind of mad now. Alright, so I know everything is going on, y'all, because I mean, y'all got Rona out here snatching everybody up. Y'all got Trump acting a fool. You got all of social media on blast, everybody doing a little bit of everything, and then we got everybody that's locked up in the fucking house on lockdown because, you know, we can't go nowhere. All the bars are closed, all the clubs is closed. I can't even go out and get me no $3 mimosa no more. What kind of bullshit is that? But I figured since we're locked down in quarantine, I might as well give y'all some more content, right? So I want to update y'all with my life. I am actually in a relationship. As you can tell by the title, I am finally in a relationship, y'all. Who would have thought? Not me, okay? I was the last person that I would think would be in a relationship, especially during a global pandemic. But hey, we're making it work. So this is my first relationship as a trans woman, as a woman, period. Because my last relationship was back in 2012, I believe. And I was in high school then. I was still, of course, pre-transition. So that was kind of like my only sense of being in a relationship. And even before that, I was kind of in a relationship, but it was like a down low relationship a long time ago. And that was even prior to the actual relationship that I had. Sorry, boo-boo, Pierre. I know, you know, you was my first boo. But, I mean, I would count you as my first boo, but not my first boyfriend. But, I mean, hey, we did date. We do have that on the record, okay? I'm going to give you that one. I'm going to give y'all the story time about, you know, how all that mess happened between my ex-boyfriend and how I stole my ex-boyfriend from my ex-boyfriend. There's just a whole lot of mess going on there, but I'll give you that story time later. This is just a new experience for me as far as being in a relationship, being someone's significant other, because, I mean, I've been alone for 8 years, so I've gotten used to being alone. I've gotten used to, you know, having my own space and doing my own thing, and it took a lot for me to kind of let that up. Just because, you know, I wasn't used to like somebody constantly wanting to be around me, wanting to be affectionate towards me, wanting to love on me and compliment me all the time and take me out and buy me things. It was just like, it was just like a whole new world, because all I've dealt with is fuck boys for the past 8 years. Of course, I've gotten used to the whole, I'll hook up with you, and then once I'm done with you, I'm going to kick you out, because, I mean, you're not offering me anything other than dick. So there's no need to even try and think that this is going to be something more than it isn't. But this man right here, this man right here, y'all, he's different. He is. And honestly, I think it's just because of the fact that we're so different from each other. Mainly because I'm a very extroverted person. I'm, you know, I like to be loud and proud, and I'm yelling and screaming and, you know, just being extra and boisterous and just outgoing. I'm a very outgoing person. He's very quiet. He's timid. He, you know, likes to be to himself. He has his own little, he's in his own little world. Like, he's a little nerd. I love it. Okay? I got me a little nerd, y'all. Because, I mean, I kind of need that balance, you know? Because I'm loud and outgoing, and he's kind of like that quiet, timid, cool, collected. He keeps me calm. He brings me back down, because, you know, I'll be up here, and he be right here. He's like the yin to my yang. And it's odd that I said that, because he's Vietnamese, so, yeah. I got me a little Vietnamese man. Who would have thought? Right? Right. Because I knew, honestly, I knew I probably would not end up with a black man. As much as I wanted that whole black love, that black solidarity, that it's just black love, as much as I wanted that, I knew it wasn't going to happen. I knew it wasn't going to happen, unfortunately. Just because I know how black men are about, you know how they are about trans women in general. They like us from afar. They'll like your Instagram pictures. They'll slide in your DMs, and all they want to do is fuck. All they want to do is keep you a secret. All they want to do is shack up with you and whisper sweet nothings in your ear. At least that's my experience. Or just because of the fact that I am black and have been with black men in the black community. Of course, it's going to be the black community for black. But, you know, it just never really worked out, because all the black men that I have, you know, experienced, all they wanted to do was have sex. They didn't really want to pursue a relationship. They didn't want to be open with me. They didn't want to be exclusive. They wanted to have me as that little secret. And so I came to the realization that for me to be dating a black man openly would be a slim chance to none. And I mean, I've kind of found solace in other races. I don't want to say that black men are evil, or black men are the devil, or black men are just horrible men to date. But I mean, as a black trans woman, your chances of openly being with a man who's a black man who wants to be with you openly and will be proud of that are It's not very likely. And so, hey, I came to that realization, and I looked for further, you know, further love, further compatibility outside of my race. It's not even that I went out looking for that. I just kind of opened up the doors for that. Because, I mean, my first relationship, honestly, was with a white man. When pre-transition back in 2012, my first relationship was with a white boy. And he treated me so good. He treated me well. He took me out. He made it an effortless. I mean, that was a completely different scenario, though, because I was a gay boy back then. So, gay boys are a lot easier today, other than being a trans woman. Being a trans woman is so much harder today. A lot of men don't want to be open about dating you. A lot of men want to keep you that fetish, that secret. So it's so hard to find someone within your own race who wants to do that. So my little Vietnamese man, he's about it. He honestly didn't care, because I had met him. How did I meet him? I had honestly met him at work. Because I had met him at, because of course, you know, I work at a college on campus. I'm one of the supervisors at a coffee shop there. And so he was in one of the other food courts, and of course, I would see him. He would come to the coffee shop, get his little coffee. It felt very much like You Don't Know My Name by, what's it called? By Alicia Keys, you know. I ordered some, he ordered some extra cream, and extra coffee, and extra this and extra that, because I get it for him, okay? He asked for a little nitro, I give him a little sweet cream in there. He asked for a coffee, I add a little extra sugar, a little extra cream up in here, because, you know, that was my boy. So, you know, I would hook him up a little bit, and he would always come by. He would flirt with me. I'd flirt back. We would eat lunch together. When I go on break, he would walk and be like, hey, Andrea, when you go on break? I'm like, oh, I'm going on break in about 15 minutes. He's like, oh, well, can I join you? Yes, you can, baby. Yes, you can join me. So, you know, we just kind of built that sort of friendship. Because it wasn't even romantic. We just sort of flirted back and forth. We got comfortable around each other. He just, you know, he made me feel comfortable. And then, of course, he asked me eventually, hey, I heard a few things. So, girl, you know, at work, I'm out at work as being trans. So, of course, when people see me and him together, they, of course,
being nosy, being late, being messy,
they went up and told him my team. And so, of course, he didn't believe it because, I mean, I'm a bad bitch. He came up and asked me. I told him because, I mean, like I said, I have no problem telling you. Especially if you're someone that, you know, I'm going to be entertaining, that I'm going to be around. I didn't have a problem telling him my tea. He was like, oh, okay, well, that's new. I mean, you're really pretty. So I just kind of want to get clarification. I'm like, yeah. I was like, do you have an issue with it? He didn't have an issue with it. So that was no issue for me. That was love. Okay. After that, I kind of made the first move, you know. I went up to him and I asked for his Snapchat. He's like, oh, well, why would you ask for my Snapchat when you just ask for my number? Okay. I see you, baby. So, yeah, I got the little Snapchat, and, you know, we started Snapchatting back and forth. And then eventually he asked me, hey, what are you doing this weekend? And I said, hey, I'm not doing anything. And so he asked me if he could take me out. Now, that was good right there. Because, you know, like I said, men don't like to... I have not been in a lot of situations to where men have wanted to take me out on dates. Like, I've been on dates with men, but this one just kind of felt different because, I mean, the way his approach was, he was very respectful. And then once we actually did go out, it was a nice time, you know. We went and we ate dinner. We came back to the house. We watched a few movies. You know, we did a little making out, but nothing forward. He didn't pressure me to have sex. He didn't ask me to have sex, but I think that's kind of like a cultural thing. Like, he just didn't want to pressure me in that way. But he was a gentleman. Like, when I came out to go to dinner, he opened up the car door for me. He took me. He paid for the meal. He paid for the drinks. He made me laugh. It was just like I had not experienced something like this before consistently. Because, I mean, he was consistent about this shit. He was consistent about taking me out. He was consistent about getting to know me. He was consistent about, you know, just spending time with me. Because that's one of my love languages, is quality time. Quality time is something that I really look for in a man. Like, if you want to spend time with me, you make it an effort to spend time with me. Because, like I said, he's also not just a worker. He's a full-time student. So, he's a full-time student, 18 credit hours, and he works. And he took time out of his busy-ass schedule to take me out, to spend his hard-earned money on me. That's like bonus points. That was bonus points for me, okay? So, that's just something that I just loved and that I took into consideration as far as like something that I wanted to get to know and that I wanted to see and that would be good for me. Just speaking to my love language. Because, you know, like, I don't have a car at the moment. And he would ask me, hey, do you need a ride from work? Do you want me to pick you up? Like, I never asked him for this. I didn't say, hey, I need a ride. Can you pick me up? Hey, will you do this and will you do that for me? He just kind of took it upon himself, knowing that I didn't have a car, knowing that I would catch Ubers to work or ask for rides. And he would be like, I want to help you out. I'm just that type of person. And I see that, you know, you need a ride. And I see that I want to be that man for you. And I want to do that. And he did it. He did it. So someone doing something that I don't have to ask them to do, and they just know it's something that I want or something that I need, and they do it for me, that speaks to me. That is one of my love languages. Take the quiz, y'all. Love languages will have you just like, I don't know, it just sort of opens up a door for you to like, this is how I like to be loved. And if somebody's speaking to that, or you need to tell somebody what your love language is so they can know, reciprocate that in how you look at love and how you want to receive love and how you want to give love. Eventually we just really started kicking it. I introduced him to my friends. He introduced me to his friends, and then he just popped the question. Was like, hey, I really want you to be my girlfriend. I don't want to see anybody else. I'm only talking to you. I only want to be interested in you. I want to date you. I want to be exclusive with you. Whew, it's just been a long time coming. Because honestly, I didn't think I want to give up my what is it? I don't want to give up me. Because I always thought once I'd get into a relationship, I would lose myself. I would lose, you know, this whole sense of just my time and my me time. Because I've become accustomed to my me time. Like I said, I've spent 8 years alone. And now that I have my own crib, it's like I like coming home and be able to lounge on my couch by myself and watch what I want to watch, cook what I want to cook, wear what I want to wear. I don't have to get done up all the time. And so that also, I had to get used to that. Because I had to get used to somebody being in my space. Because like I said, I like my space and I like my time. I had to get used to somebody, you know, wanting to come over and spend time with me and sleeping in my bed. Because girl, I like my bed. I like my bed to myself. I like my couch to myself. I like my space to myself. I become introverted, y'all. Girl, I hit 25, got my own crib, and I just been introverted as fuck. Sorry to tell it, but girl, I had to kind of break that down because being single had made me selfish. It's like I didn't want to have to spend my time with someone else. I didn't want to have to take the time out of me, you know, watching my TV. I want to sit up on the couch, eat my popcorn, and watch Living Single by myself because, girl, that's what I was used to. That was my routine. I would come home from work, I would go to the bar or something like that, or on the weekends when I was off, I'd watch TV, eat my popcorn, catch up on my shows. It's like, this is my routine, and this is what I had to get into. But I had to learn to, you know, open that space up for somebody else so I could get comfortable with them and make them feel welcome and make them feel at home with me. I'm keep y'all updated on my relationship. Hopefully this goes well. Hopefully this lasts a little while longer. So I want y'all to be happy for you, girl. And the men out there who are subscribed to me, don't unsubscribe because I got a man. Y'all need to stay tuned because he might fuck up. I'm probably not going to post him on here just because of the fact that once you start posting a nigga, posting the videos and getting them on your channel, they like to act stupid and they like to get shitty. And I don't know. They like to act a plum fool. So I don't got time for that, y'all. So I'm just glad y'all were able to be here with me on my journey. And, you know, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. Let me know how your relationships are going during quarantine. You know, are y'all out here sneaking off and sneak dicking during quarantine when you're supposed to be on lockdown, girls? Or guys, you out here trying to get the coochie cat? Okay. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and be tuned in for my next video because it's going to be juicy. Bye, y'all.